Know that I got it made. Know that I got it made. Know that I got it made. I'm taking it back when rap was real back in the old days. Know that I got it made. Know that I got it made. I'm taking it back.
Greetings, YouTube. Elaine Unleashed back at you from right here at the Green Thumb Gardening Channel, right here in Grow Zone 8B in Tifton, Georgia. And in today's video, YouTube, we're going to be succession planting our yellow wax beans. You've been following the video series on our high tunnel. You know that we recently planted two of these 1 gallon containers of yellow wax beans as an experiment to see how well they would indeed grow inside of our high tunnel during the fall and winter months. They did quite well. They ran their course, and we came out yesterday, did our final harvest on those yellow wax beans. We snipped our plants off down to the soil level in our pots, YouTube, and we simply took our shovel, our trusty Scuttles garden shovel, and chopped those root balls into the soil well and added a little bit more soil to our containers. We added a third pot to our collection of yellow wax bean containers here, YouTube. So we'll be planting two succession crops of yellow wax beans and a third first time crop of yellow wax beans. As you guys know, beans are nitrogen fixing plants, so you can come back immediately after you harvest beans and leave those roots in the ground or whatever, snip your plants off at surface level, chop them in well, and immediately plant something in that soil. You will not have to add nitrogen to that soil, YouTube. As you guys can see, we have 5 holes poked in each one of our containers here. They're already pre-poked down in there. We're going to plant 5 seeds in each pot here, YouTube. This third pot here, we did add a little organic fertilizer to this pot since this pot hadn't previously had anything planted in it. In this soil here, YouTube, we did amend this soil in this pot a little bit, but we didn't amend the soil in those 2 pots over there. So this pot right here may do a little better as far as production and rapidly growth and all of that stuff, as opposed to these 2 pots over here. We don't know that it will, YouTube, but at any rate, we're going to go ahead and get 1 seed to each one of these holes, YouTube. Show you guys how we go about doing that. Water them in well, get these pots out into our high tunnel greenhouse, and we'll show you what that looks like once we get it out there in a place out there, YouTube. Hang tight. The wax beans that we're planting, YouTube, were a gift to our channel from our dear friends Mark and Tina up at Bumblebee Junction. As you guys can see, these seeds are a product of Johnny's Selected Seeds up in Winslow, Maine. Everything that I've planted so far from Johnny's Selected Seeds, YouTube, has indeed had a high germination rate. I mean, I'm talking 95, 96, 97% germination rate. I really am impressed by the rate at which seeds from Johnny's Selected Seeds germinate, YouTube. And you can find their seeds again at johnnyselectedseeds.com. They have a wide variety and a wide selection of different seeds that they offer for sale, YouTube, and I can almost promise you that you won't be disappointed by what you purchase from Johnny's Selected Seeds, YouTube. At any rate, YouTube, so we're gonna take one of these little small seeds here, drop down in each one of these holes, YouTube. We made our holes approximately 1/2 inch deep. We have our seed holes spaced at about 3 inches apart here in our containers here, YouTube. The manufacturer recommends that you can plant these up to 2 inches apart. So we do have indeed plenty space in these containers to grow 5 of these yellow wax bean plants in each container here, YouTube. Again, our holes have been pre-poked down in this soil down to about the 1/2 inch mark, YouTube. You're getting 1 seed down in each one of these 5 holes in our containers. I know I'm probably blocking the shot here. Sorry about that, YouTube. Alright, we have our seeds in our holes in place. Get our package closed up here. What we're simply going to do now, YouTube, is take this little tool here and poke our seeds down to the soil all the way down to that 1/2 inch level, YouTube. And we're simply going to dust our seeds in over the top with a light coating of soil. That's it, YouTube. We're not going to really pat them down much or anything like that. Level that soil out a little bit. Wax beans are
easy to grow. They grow rapidly. You can really be harvesting these things in about 21 days, YouTube, after you plant them. They really, really, really grow fast. You can also succession plant these beans at about every 21 days, YouTube, for a continuous harvest throughout whatever grow season you're growing these things. If you happen to have a greenhouse, it doesn't really matter what grow season it is, because you can create and control your own weather and temperatures inside of a greenhouse, YouTube. That's one of the reasons why we decided to conduct this experiment. We have both heating and cooling, have a heating and a cooling system inside of our greenhouse, YouTube. And here in Grow Zone 8B, as you guys know, there are no real seasons. I mean, you can go go through all 4 seasons in one day here at the Green Thumb Garden Channel in Grow Zone 8B, YouTube. So, planting in the greenhouse, being able to control your weather in there and the temperatures and humidity, it really goes a long way and allows you to grow things that you otherwise would not be able to grow during the fall and winter months here, YouTube. And our main goal overall is to be able to grow here at the Green Thumb Garden Channel year round, regardless of what the outside temperatures and weather is like here in our area. At any rate, YouTube, this is what our 3 1-gallon containers of yellow wax beans look like. Again, we planted 5 seeds in each container, YouTube. We're going to give these containers a light watering in, YouTube, and place these containers out in our high tunnel greenhouse. We'll bring you guys back at the very first signs of seed germination, which we expect to happen within the next 4, maybe 5 days, YouTube. At any rate, thanks for watching. And if indeed you currently are watching this video on succession planting yellow wax beans, and you're not already subscribed to the Green Thumb Garden Channel, please indeed take this moment to put that subscribe button beneath this video, that like button, that notification button, and be sure, YouTube, be sure to share this video with your friends and family as well. Yeah. Succession planting yellow wax beans from Johnny's Selected Seeds. Thanks for watching.
Know that I got it made. Know that I got it made. Know that I got it made. I'm taking it back when rap was real back in the old days. Know that I got it made. Know that I got it made. I'm taking it back when rap was real back in the old days. Do you remember this? We call it old school. I'm talking about when rap was real, there was no auto-tunes. You had to really sing. You had to really rap in order to get them up out the seats and make their hands clap. But now it's auto-tunes on everybody's voice you hear. No message mumble rapping, they ain't even speaking clear. But I won't ever change, I keep it old school. They let me in the game and now I make my own rules. Yeah. Know that I got it made. Know that I got it made. Know that I got it made. I'm taking it back when rap was real back in the old days. This one for real rappers, artists like Tupac. He made the whole world feel it before he got shot. This one for real rappers, artists like Biggie Smalls. He reached the world with his music and he touched us all. This one for real rappers, artists like Eazy-E. I miss you, homie, and I know you smiling down at me. This one for real singers, artists like Marvin Gaye. Didn't need no auto-tune to sing, just let the music play. Know that I got it made. Know that I got it made. Know that I got it made.